By the right of the council, by the will of the Force, welcome back. Not into the fourth mother box, but into another episode of Jedi Talk, our top 10 edition of this episode. Today's top 10 will be top 10 important background characters for Star Wars. Or, like, if you were me, I kind of mixed important and favorite. I just kind of went on a wild ride. It's the end of the week here still. It's Friday. We worked our asses off. Both my other co-host here with us, Bradley Hughes, has done as well. Brad, how the fuck are you today?
I'm fantastic. I'm having a great time. I'm really hoping Evan calls us soon.
Right?
It's 8 o'clock, so shit should be done now, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna see if he's-
Send him a group text, see if he responds. So if everybody doesn't know, Evan T. Boucher, our other co-host who normally says hello there, is up in space right now, or in reality he's where I'm pointing behind me over I-4.
He's that way.
He's that way, yeah. He's not up, he's that way. But still, I'm sure he feels like he's in space, very immersed in everything on the Halcyon. Hopefully he gets to call in so we could hear a quick, 10-minute rant by him, because if you say quick to Evan, it's going to be at least more than 10 minutes.
He's a long-winded motherfucker.
He is a long-winded motherfucker. So am I sometimes.
I have 37 notes that I wanted to.
That sounds like my Kyle impression.
Yeah, it does sound like your Kyle impression. Evan's got a little bit of a deeper voice than Kyle, so there's yet another thing Evan has on Kyle.
Yeah.
He's taller.
Size.
Yeah. Better athlete.
Yeah, 100%. Not a ginger. Oh, he actually is.
Yeah, Evan's a ginger.
Well, he's losing his hair, so not for long.
He's almost a non-ginger.
Evan's almost
Evan's almost a non-ginger. Yeah, you've got a Grandpa Ginger versus Better Help.
Grandpa Ginger, I love it.
Grandpa Ginger versus Better Help.
Ginger.
Yeah.
It's a bug in my face. Sorry. All right, so this is going to be a fun one, I think. I don't know how much overlap there's going to be here.
Yeah, there might not
I would
be some.
assume not a lot. Oh, I knew I put him on here. Okay.
You got to come up with
Yeah,
another one.
yeah.
All right.
No, I'm good. I might have honorable mentions now.
Okay. Well, if you have
because we did this before, and I thought I didn't have a certain character on my list, but I did. And I got confused that because I wasn't reading what I was. I thought this was like notes from last week, and it's notes from this week. So now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm going to keep them because I think they're important. So do you have any honorable mentions?
I can add one in there.
Go for it. I'll do mine. You can, and then I'll
Okay.
add, and then you can start with the top 10.
Okay.
So my two honorable mentions are Admiral Rattus, because if it wasn't, and so here's what let me back up. What I did with my list was I tried to grab characters that were background characters that were very important to the plot of the entire Star Wars trilogy. Yeah. And if one of the things didn't happen, for the most part, there's some that that aren't that way, but if there was a character that was like super important to the plot of that movie that would have had effects on the sequel trilogy or any of the stories going forward that could affect it in any way with that person doing one thing differently, that's what I went with. So my first honorable mention is Admiral Raddus.
Okay.
Admiral Raddus is important because he was there over the Battle of Scarif and helped make sure the Death Star plans got up to the rebels.
Oh,
it wasn't for his leadership and pioneering ability to be a perfect admiral, which the ship in Return of the Jedi is named after him, the Raddus. I think it's Return of the Jedi. Yeah,
I hope you all heard that burp. Yeah,
it's Return of the Jedi, right? The Raddus. That's where the name came from. And we saw his story finally in Rogue One, one of the shining points of Rogue One. So he's one of them. And then my other honorable mention is Bulio from The Rise of Skywalker, because the guy who win the war, the reason he's important is he found out who the spy was, and he was able to get them information that it was Hux and blah blah blah, and he got beheaded. So,
and he was voiced by Mark Hamill.
Bulio was?
Yeah, win the war. Think about it. It sounds.
Oh yeah,
it's Mark Hamill. Yeah,
it is Mark Hamill.
Yeah,
I never realized that. Huh.
Like when I figured that out and I heard his voice again, I'm like, oh my god, I can't believe I didn't pick that up.
I can't believe I didn't either.
Right? It's so fucking obvious.
I knew we did the burping droid in The Last Jedi.
Yes.
The one that in front of BB-8.
Who's the one Joseph Gordon-Levitt did in Last Jedi?
He was the one that goes, he's parked over there illegally.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
there he is. He was that guy.
Yeah, okay.
That snitch, that rat snitch, fuck. All right.
Or excuse for a Robin. Yeah, I went there. I did.
Broken Promises, Christopher Nolan, Broken Promises. What's your honorable mention?
My honorable mention, and now that I'm thinking about it, Probably should have tossed her in the top 7 somewhere, but Mon Mothma.
That is an overlap.
Yeah, and she's an honorable mention for me, but goddamn, she is. And my list is more favorite and important. I just mixed it up. Like my number 10 is more of a favorite than she really is important. But so whatever, take it or leave it, bitches. So yeah, Mon Mothma is so important for so many reasons. You know, she's a presence in the novels quite a bit. I think I know we get a lot of her in Leia, Princess of Alderaan. That's what I loved part of it. She makes like a somewhat of a longer cameo in Rogue One, so she's starting to pop up more. But she's done so much behind the scenes, and
She was
luckily
in deleted scenes of Revenge of the Sith.
That's right. She was in a long one too.
She was in deleted scenes in the original trilogy too. Different actress, obviously.
Because we don't see her till Return of the Jedi, right? Yeah.
Many Bothans died to get us this information.
Yep.
Which I don't know what the fuck a Bothan is, but I'm excited to find out one day.
Yep.
All right, so you'll start. Do your number. That was your number 10.
No, that was
your
my honorable mention.
Go ahead and do your number 10.
Number 10 is Aura Singh. So we don't see
Almost
too much.
put her on my list.
Yeah, we don't see too much of her. She's a badass design. We get a lot of her in the Clone Wars, but I just love the pod racing scene. They just blow right by her, and she's just standing there, just looking sick ass. So she's more of a favorite for me, just as like a background character. And I know she plays some important parts as like a bounty hunter in the Clone Wars. I don't remember her story too much in the Clone Wars, but yeah,
Great background character.
I'm with her. Yeah.
Cool design.
Mhm.
She got all the characters of a cool background character. She's important. Speaking of important background characters, my number 10 is Vai Maratti.
Yeah.
I know it's a weird one. People go, who the fuck is Vi Maratti?
Evan is chubbing up in space right now. Someone's talking about Vi. He probably saw her today going down to Batu.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Probably saw DJ Rex too, dork.
Pew, pew,
Vi Maratti is important because she's Leia's I mean, this was a tough one. It was almost like this was a borderline for me because she's the star of several books, but she's not a main character. So we were like main characters. We defined between you and me what main characters were. Anybody that is a household name: Luke, Leia, Han,
Right.
Rey, Finn, Poe, Vader, Palpatine, Anakin, Obi-Wan, like the big ones. Yeah, Cal Kestis, obviously.
Yeah.
I don't think a book, being a part of a book, is necessarily make you a main character. She is on a T-shirt, which is pretty dope now, but she's just important. She helps set the Resistance up for success on Batu.
Yep.
She's the reason Rise of the Resistance is there. Read the Black Spire book. It's fantastic.
That's awesome.
Part of it reads like a travel guide, but that's just
They were marketing.
Yeah. So, but she's just a cool character too. Talk about a cool design, cool hair. The jacket looks perfect. She just fits in so naturally to Star Wars.
She does.
First time I ever saw the design of the character, I was like, oh, it's perfect. Like she's perfect. She's like a mixture of like Sabine and Luke.
Yeah.
It's a cool,
I see that. Yeah, with the purple hair and stuff.
Yeah, it's a cool aesthetic. So Vai Maratti's dope.
You know what else is dope? My number 9. And she's only conceivably getting more important because she's got to be the one who gave birth to Grogu, but Yaddle.
Oh, shit. I didn't think about Yaddle.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if that's why she got off the council. She walked away from the council.
She did. Yoda Force impregnated her.
I don't like that term, but okay.
No, God damn it. It's the second time I've said that.
It just sounds wrong.
Yeah.
I used the Force to pregnant you.
You are now.
She's like, I didn't want that. It's like,
abortion you must.
What are you going to do? A space abortion?
Yeah.
You know what I don't like? Last time I watched Revenge of the Sith, that med droid that has like the scoop looking thing. That is the most
oh God.
Women have it so rough when it comes to having kids.
Yes, they do.
Fuck. That looks so painful. Imagine that going
I don't care
in your
what
asshole.
you people fucking say. Like women have it worse when it comes to that shit. Physically, they have it worse than us. I don't care. I'll scream it. Oh, and can I say something else? Like, have you watched Turning Red? You have a daughter.
I have.
Okay. Can the people who are just bitching about this movie go get fucked?
I don't understand the
Good
backlash.
God. 13-year-olds are still children. They get their periods. That's a child issue. Every single child has to go through that. So why are you bitching about this being dumb?
13 is old. This is way too much TMI, but I remember I was talking to my mom, because it's going to be coming for me sooner or later.
Yeah,
my daughter's
yeah.
7. So it's sooner than later it's going to happen. And I remember my mom going, I was like, what age was it when you started? And she said she was like 10.
Oh, wow.
10, 11. I was like,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. So it's coming. I don't get the. I didn't love the movie. I thought it was just okay.
It was cute.
But it was fine.
My favorite
My
part.
biggest thing is how does Disney not have a plush of this thing yet?
They do.
I haven't seen one.
Have you been in World of Disney?
Yeah.
I swear to God, I saw that. I saw one.
They had like feet, and they had like the cat ears and the tail.
Oh, I would
not a big plush.
I would actually love a plush for Winston of the panda.
The panda's adorable. Like
Yeah.
I don't get the hate for the movie. I don't understand why people are like. Why are we pretending that that's not a thing people have to deal with?
Yeah.
Like how stupid are
Yeah, they're
our
stupid.
society is so fucked.
My favorite.
Here's when I truly knew we were fucked.
Yeah.
Truly. Like I'm not even trying to be funny here. I knew we were fucked when I was seeing like screen caps of people bitching about people not being vaccinated in the Ukraine while they were getting bombed. Like all these people huddled together in a tunnel. Are they vaccinated? They're not even. Their vaccination rates are so. I'm like, hey, shut the fuck up. You're virtue signaling. You're being too woke. This is retarded. Stop it. Like that's when you know we're done. Like, because you know for fucking sure if that happened here, we would crumple. We're weak.
Yep.
We are
Yep.
weak as fuck. It's pathetic. That's when we were fucked, bro. For real. It sounds like a Saturday Night Live bit.
The
but
white
it's-
liberal is going to kill us.
It's the worst. I was talking to somebody today about because of the Indian. They saw the Native American chant thing that happened at Disney today.
Oh,
Not
I
a
didn't.
chant. There's some cheerleading group was like scalp them Indians or something like that. They're like some high school team that was doing like the parade.
Oh, so
march.
they're like
their
their
mascots, the
mascots
Indian
in
or
Indian.
something.
Yeah,
and they were
yeah.
like scalp them or something.
Oh boy. Well,
I have Native American blood in me. It's never offended me. None of that shit's ever made me upset. The thing that gets me annoyed is that it's white people always are the one getting upset.
Yep.
Always. And it's to me it's racist to be like, I'm white, I've thought this through for you, you should be upset.
Mm-hmm.
I've never once given a flying I'm not full Indian though. My grandfather was
No.
full Indian. So I'm cut, but I have it in me to the point where I could apply for whatever the Native American shit is.
Yeah.
I've looked into it. I don't really care to do that, but I was just curious what it took because he is 100% Cherokee.
Wow.
Like full up, straight up, 100% Cherokee. And,
Jean jacket and all.
tassels.
Tassels. All right.
The little tassely hangy things.
There we go.
He talked like this. No, he didn't. No, but I just... We've just at some point. Can you just shut the fuck up? Can you just? No
They
one
can't,
gives
that's
a
their
fuck what you
problem.
say. But no one gives a fuck what you say. You're not important, and it's just clout trying to make yourself look good, and that's the lowest form of entertainment. It's so fucking. I don't understand.
Well, we got off the beaten path by
don't
talking
know.
about Yaddle giving birth to Grogu,
Yeah.
but my number 9 was Yaddle. What's your number 9?
Getting raped by Yoda.
Yeah, sure. Whatever you want to do.
My number 9 is Captain Kennedy.
Oh, Evan just said yo back 1 minute ago.
He did. Okay.
Yeah.
Captain Kennedy.
Canada.
From episode 8 because
Yes.
if they hadn't have gotten blown up and he had survived the onslaught of the dreadnought, that could have been the end of the resistance.
Yeah, could have been, but that lone bomber,
minutes ago.
Rose's sister,
Paige Tico.
sacrificed everything.
Paige Tico, who's a G.
My
But yeah, he's such a minor fucking character. That's
Yeah,
why
he
he's
is.
lower on the list. But he's cool.
I get
I
it.
like him a lot.
My number 8's a little bit more important in the comics, but you barely see any of them in the movies. Dengar.
Oh, good call.
Yeah, Dengar, obviously trying to capture Han, and he was an informant for Vader, and he's turned on a few people, in other novels, but he's pretty important.
You should read the War of the Bounty Hunter line.
Yes, I should.
I have a bunch of them. I don't have all of them. It just got to be too much.
Yeah, I
It
get
was like
that.
one a week or some shit.
I know that. I know the premise of it basically, and it looked interesting. And
It was cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
first I have a few of them. If you want them, please take them.
okay, what's your number 8?
My number 8 is this one should have been higher up, I think, but I just was like kind of jotting things down. Shmi Skywalker,
Oh yeah.
because if she hadn't,
See, I left her out because she's a Skywalker.
yeah, but she's not a focal point. Like I don't think many people would know Anakin. If you're like, what's Anakin's mom name? They'd be like, Anakin had a mom. Like, wouldn't remember the
Janikin.
Phantom Menace. Jill
Jillikin.
Skywalker.
Jillikin.
Because here's my reasoning behind this. If she hadn't have, like, if he had have rescued her and she hadn't have died, he might not have turned.
Sure.
Because the whole thing was he was trying to save people from dying, right?
Right.
And that was the power that was promised to him by Palps, which obviously never happened. I wonder if that's why they did the thing with Rey about saving life.
Oh, just to showcase it really did exist.
Yeah.
And it wasn't just like
Some
a
bullshit.
ploy.
Yeah. How did Grogu know how to do it, but not?
Well, I have no idea. Well, he was trained more than Rey.
But not more than Anakin.
That we know of.
Anakin was a full-on Jedi, but not a master. Or he was a master, but not on the council.
True. Yeah. All right. I don't know.
That's a weird
Yeah.
plot hole.
I guess we might be thinking too hard into it, but
Maybe.
Didn't Vader try to? He tried to resurrect Padme, and he was close to doing it until somebody stopped him in the comic book. But he was
I don't
using
remember-
something.
I don't remember what it was.
Anyway.
I know what you're talking about
Yeah.
because the scene of him like crying over the
Yeah.
casket or whatever. Yeah. But Shmi would be it's one of those things where it's like if they'd just in the writing, if they just kept her alive, it would have been interesting either way because you would have seen her like, you're not my son anymore.
Right.
It would have turned on it could have been
Or-
interesting either way.
Or she could have confronted him as Vader. Stab.
Yeah.
You done, Mom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who knows? It's a curious thing to talk about. He's almost like what ifs.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
That
All right,
would
what's
make
your
a-
number? Whatever we're on, 6, 7.
7. Queen Brea Organa. So
Good call.
Leia's adoptive mother. Now you see a glimpse of her holding Leia in Revenge of the Sith, like giving Leia from Bail. She's more important to me because of who she was to Leia, and I'm going to bring up Leia, Princess of Alderaan
I was
again.
hoping you would.
But
She's such a
she
fucking
is
awesome
so
character.
cool in that book.
She's awesome.
Like the way she's teaching Leia things, the way you see her start the Resistance with the Mon Mothmas, her husband Bail Organa, and like the whole people that are doing things behind the scenes as they're, coercing and faking out Tarkin. Like I've never been more tense in a book, and I've watched both Jurassic Parks than that fucking dinner scene with Tarkin, Bail, Queen, Mon Mothma, and then Leia just starts just crying in front of him like, oh my God, he's going to fucking know. That was so fucking tense.
That book is masterfully
so good.
written.
Yeah.
She's Claudia Gray. She's the goat. She's
She
the
is.
Star Wars goat, man.
Yeah,
Don't fuck
so
what anyone says.
So the last queen of Alderaan, Queen Organa.
it's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
I almost put Bale on there, but I feel like he's more of a
He's- yeah.
main character, but not really. He's not in the movies that much.
He totes that line.
I know. That's why I didn't put him on there because I was
He's going
like,
to be in Kenobi.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure he's going to be in
100%.
Kenobi. Yeah.
If he's not, that'd be weird because he knows about him
Yeah.
at the beginning of or the end of Rogue
Yeah,
One.
and we think Kenobi's traveling to tell him Vader's looking for Leia or looking for Force-sensitive kids.
Yeah.
Be careful. Yeah.
That's a good call. My number is 7.
Yep.
I need to start numbering them. My number 7 is Sebulba.
Sebulba. Yeah, I knew you were going to put Sebulba.
Very minor character.
Yeah.
But if he had just been focused on winning the pod race and not showing off being a dick, none of this shit would have happened. Qui-Gon wouldn't have gotten Anakin. They would have had to give him the ship up. He wouldn't have come with them. There would be no Anakin.
Nope.
So that moment right there is so important to Star Wars.
Yep.
When you really narrow it down,
It is.
it's very important. And he's a cool character. He's a Doug.
Yep.
Discroony Dopot, Slamo. It's one of my favorite lines in all of Star Wars.
It's a good one. All right, we're on 6. My number 6, and I had to put a Fallen Order mention in there somehow. This one is pretty obscure, but most players of Fallen Order will remember exactly what I'm talking about. But the Binog from Fallen Order, it's the giant creature when you're on Bogano and you're walking towards like the temple. He's off to the left, just giant ass like lizard looking creature, and just laying down. And you learn about him throughout the game, and learn that his species were incredibly important to the Zepho. And the Zepho were like early Force users or people who believed in it and thought about it, and that's who Cordova was basically studying.
What's up, buddy?
Hey, bud.
What you doing? Oh, okay. Cool. That's fine, man.
So long story short, what was I saying about the Zepho? Yeah, the Zepho kind of saw them as gods, and they lived for 1,000 years. So it's just a cool, obscure character.
Very cool. I lied to you completely. Bail Organa is my number 6. Misdirection. No, Bail Organa, because he did toe the line for me, but I feel like he hasn't been
Yeah.
in enough stuff live action.
Yeah.
He's one of those characters that people probably know, but when it comes down to it, I don't know if everyone knows
Yeah.
who he is, and his importance.
He is.
So he had to be on my list. I'm glad you put Is it Brea or is his wife's
Brea.
name? Brea.
Yeah.
Brea. Glad you put her on there because he's on there for me. But he's one of the founders of the Resistance. I mean, like that's or rebellion. Sorry,
The rebellion. Yeah, they're interchangeable.
They are.
Interchangeable. Yeah.
But I wonder why they changed the name from Rebellion to Resistance.
Maybe just the kind of
Just branding.
branding and like respect of like the rebellion were successful, but and like
Yeah, I
nobody.
don't know.
I mean, the only one around was Leia and C-3PO, and
Mon Mothma's not in them, is she?
no,
Did she die or something?
she escapes her planet's destruction. I remember that because she was Chandrilla, right?
I believe so.
I feel like she's got a connection to Chandrilla somehow.
I think you're right.
She's probably passed.
She has to. I mean,
Like,
she was.
Probably died of like natural causes or
Did
something.
we ever see that if Bail Organa was on Alderaan?
He was 100%. It's heavily implied.
Oh, that's right. Because Rogue was like, I'm going to go with my people to
Yeah.
Alderaan. Oh,
Mhm.
yeah, that's right. Whoops.
Yeah, whoops, shouldn't have gone there.
Yikes.
All right.
What's your number
5.
5?
Stila Guerrera, Saw's sister.
I didn't even know he had a sister.
He
How
did.
about that?
So it was kind of the spark that got him even more radicalized. Saw's sister was killed during the final battle of the Clone Wars. That greatly affected Saw Gerrera.
Where is this? Is this where's
Clone
this
Wars.
canon? Clone Wars.
Yeah.
Damn,
like
I didn't
the animated.
I didn't even know he had a sister.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man, I got to watch some more Clone Wars.
You do. Just find
just-
bits and pieces.
Everything I've seen, even the stuff that everyone's like, you'll really like this, sucked.
But you know what's funny? Like
I hated the good thing, the brother, the sister, all that shit, whatever it was called, where he goes to the planet and it's like the father.
the like the symbols of the Force,
I
kind of like the
hated
first users. Yeah. Didn't the father want Anakin to take over the role, but Anakin
Yeah.
said no or
It
something?
was so stupid. I
Yeah.
hated every second of it. He's like, it's the analogy or whatever, the symbolism. I'm like, I knew that symbolism. I didn't need that spelled out for me.
Yeah.
I know what the Force is. Like, if you don't know the Force, then yeah, sure, that works. But I mean, I thought we knew that already. Like, why is that such a big revelation? I
might just
understood it.
like take some of the gummies from my pharmacy and just watch the Clone Wars.
That would be fun.
Yeah. Courtney and I are going to do that with Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
Have you never watched Aqua Teen?
Oh, I have,
Oh,
but not like that.
I love when the movie came out. That was such a
Yes.
fun movie.
Can't wait for Bob's Burgers movie.
I
by the
know.
way.
It's going to be
That's
fun.
gonna
I
be
hope Disney
fun.
doesn't like, well, we can't say that. Dude, we haven't talked about Daredevil and stuff being on. I am so shocked by that.
I told
I'm
you it was.
so-
I told
I
you it
know,
was
you
coming.
did.
This,
I was
this
so
opens
wrong.
the window of my R-rated Disney movie for
does.
Marvel.
It
Opens-
does.
I'm
and
telling you,
it very well could happen. Now, I
Yep.
never in a million years thought that would happen.
because you can't do Deadpool unless it's rated R.
No.
You can't.
It would be corny.
Yep.
And it's like it's a proven thing that works. It's not like you're taking a risk at this point.
Nope.
You know that it's a successful franchise.
and then the Joker just proved it to you that it works again.
yeah,
Like,
I just could not believe that. I'm sorry. I love Daredevil. I can't wait to go back and watch a few of those episodes again because some of the fight scenes were fantastic.
Yep. Spectacular. All right, what's your number 5?
My number 5 is Mon Mothma.
There she is again.
There she is. We've talked. We said it. We said it with Bail Organa. It's the same kind of sentiment, but
Mhm.
it's
Really
it's
important.
Just that she is so important to the foundation of the rebellion, and is the figurehead of that whole thing. Are you going back inside? Okay, you can stay inside if you want. You don't have to be out here. Okay. Be careful with your screen. There's no screen protector on it. Got him a Switch for his birthday. Puts it on the fucking ground. Like goes. Kids, man, Jesus Christ.
He's 10 or 11.
10. He just turned
Okay.
10. I
Just
can't
turned
believe I have a 10-year-old, dude.
10 years old.
That's fucking crazy. I mean, think about when you were 10. I feel like I was an adult.
At 10? So 10 would have been 1996. I was enjoying one of the Chicago Bulls championship runs.
99,
It was
I
a
was
simple
10.
time.
That's great. I remember it.
Yeah.
Like, I remember. Wait, that doesn't sound right. Yeah, 89. Yeah, to 99.
Yeah, yeah, been 99, yeah.
Wow. Nuts, man. That's nuts. Whew. It's so wild to have a 10-year-old. Kids are weird, man. They're the best. And the worst sometimes. Is
My number 4 is FN1824.
that Traitor?
Hmm?
Is that the Traitor?
No.
Traitor.
Oh, no.
Oh.
This is the one Daniel Craig played. The one that releases
That
Rey.
is such a good call.
Right? That's
God
huge.
damn it! I didn't even think about
Because
that.
it's the first time Rey successfully uses the Force on somebody, and he comes around, unlocks it, and drops her blaster, and that's like pivotal to the events. If Rey doesn't get released, Kylo probably turns her ass.
Yeah. Fuck! I can't believe I didn't put that one on my list. Dude, that is such a good call.
It's
Man.
just it's one of those tiny details in like Star Wars that just make a whole story.
What does he say when he goes, "You'll release it"? He goes, "I'll tighten those restraints."
Yeah.
What does he say? Yeah, I'll tighten those restraints.
Yeah.
That is. I don't know if a lot of people know that's Daniel Craig too.
Yeah, I know.
It's so
That's
cool.
That is a pretty cool.
And you'll leave the blaster on the floor. I'll leave the blaster.
And he just
drops
plop.
it.
Yeah,
I love
it's
it.
a good scene.
Great scene. Good call, man.
Thank you. What's your number 4?
Quinlan Voss.
Quinlan Voss. Yep.
He was in love with what's her name?
Kira.
No,
Who the hell am I?
Asajj.
Oh, duh.
Asajj
Yeah.
Ventress, and just an important.
I don't know, I was thinking
he's
Dryden Voss.
quintessential
Jesus Christ.
for this list.
Yes.
He was literally a background character in the Phantom Menace.
Mm-hmm.
They liked the design so much they turned him into a character that would do. Oh shit! I dropped my phone. That would do way more in the franchise going forward, tying in with Dooku and a bunch of stuff. So he's a very important character. I don't know a ton about him, but when I thought about background characters,
Yeah.
this was the one that I thought of
Yeah.
that spread the.
It makes
spread the
sense.
list.
That
'Cause
was
he's literally a background character.
that was kind of my number 1, and we'll get to there.
Oh really?
Yeah. No, not that in particular, but that's how I picked my number 1. Like the tiny background. When I think background, I think this character was kind of huge. So you'll see. We'll get there. But my number 3 that we're on was a Rook Cast. She was a Maldalorian who aided Darth Maul's escape from Palpatine's, from Palps, until she and all of the others in her creed were betrayed by Darth Maul. So she's more of like a favorite, but I think she's incredibly important because she's saved Darth Maul's life by taking him away from, basically helping him after Palpatine kills not only Darth Maul's mother in front of him, but he kills his brother too, right?
Yep. Savage Press.
Yes. Yep. So after that death, she saves him, and obviously Maul has a lot more to do, and he gets his rightful death by the one of Obi-Wan. So it's just a good story in Maul's life, and then the fact that she gets betrayed just shows you who Darth Maul, a.k.a. Maul, really is.
Good one. I don't even know who that is.
Clone Wars.
What's her name again?
Rook Cast.
Rook Cast?
Yeah.
Sounds like something you would do on a TV. Dude,
Yeah.
I'm going to Rook Cast to the...
Let me rook the cast.
was that number 4?
That was number 3.
Okay. My number 3 is a group of people. The Handmaidens.
Ooh.
If they didn't have the Handmaiden program, they would have bombed Padme they would have bombed Padme, thus ending the chance that Luke and Leia would have even been born.
Well, here, let me tell you what my number 2 is. Corday. Corday specifically. The handmaiden that was killed in Attack of the Clones. Because
Yes.
she saves Padme's life.
Yeah, that's
by taking the bomb right in the face.
right in the fucking face.
Yeah. She's such a pivotal character.
That's hilarious. We had the same number 2.
I know, right? I mean,
what if our
because-
number 1s are going to be the same?
No, I don't think your number 1's going to be the same. I really don't.
If it is who mine is, that's going to be wild.
Well, since we both had maidens and Corday, what's your number 2?
My number 2 is... I couldn't put him at the very front because I feel like it would be a cop-out. That's my boy R5D4.
Yeah, okay, good.
And the only reason that he counts is because of that canon book from a certain point of view. So this is canon. Apparently R2 told him the significance of what he was trying to do. And so when Uncle Owen bought R5, not thinking that would happen, he blew his motivator.
Yeah.
So R2 could go and deliver the message to Obi-Wan. And if they had just picked R5 and walk away, it would have been see you later to the Star Wars saga.
Mhm.
So it's a big impact
Written
for
by
such
George
a small
Lucas.
character. He's a background character. One of my favorites, but I just felt like putting him number 1 would have been cheap.
Mm-hmm.
But he is my favorite droid. Like, not even close. There's not a close second.
Yeah. I
Probably
see that.
R2, but
It's not
Eh.
not quite BD1,
Not
but
the same.
you know.
my number 2 would be the R5 droid on Rise of the Resistance.
Oh yeah.
I love him.
This is R5.
Wonder what his real numbers are.
Yeah, I always have wondered that because every time they call him R5, I feel a little dirty.
It's like R5. He's not R5.
Yeah, it's like that's
Unless
not,
they just painted R5. Bro,
You
I
never
thought
know.
of that.
you never know.
But no, they say they hacked into the droid or something, didn't they?
Yeah. They pretty much hacked into it.
But yeah, so, I'm sorry, sliced into the droids
Yes.
because that's hacking in Star Wars, I
So
guess.
whatever.
Even though in the app it says hack.
Yeah, I know.
Should say slice. They should update that.
Yes, they should. Come on, Disney, get on that. All right, my number one. This individual is the one and only of its kind. They forged the infamous Darksaber.
Yeah, it's not the same.
Tari Vizsla is my number one because while he has mention in quite a few things, like in the Clone Wars, Rebels, Mandalorian even, but look at the storyline that the Darksaber has taken on now in the Mandalorian, in the Book of Boba Fett. Like the incredible just history of this one particular character to basically build upon what this person was responsible for and make 2 seasons of The Mandalorian and 1 of Book of Boba Fett kind of surrounding it.
Yeah.
And then The Mandalorian Season 3 is going to do everything about the Darksaber because Bo-Katan's back after it. So kind of big because there's a lot
Definitely
going
big.
on around it several thousands years later.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Yeah.
I'm so glad. Speaking of, you brought up Mandalorian. I'm so glad we don't have those questions into season 3 about Grogu.
Yes.
I'm glad
That is nice.
I'm glad that's all behind us, and that we got wrapped up in 2 episodes. We don't have to have 2 episodes focusing on that. I think you're right about the Siege of Mandalore thing. I think they're going to go to Mandalore, not
Yep.
Siege of Mandalore.
Yeah, they're going to
back
go those
Mandalore.
pools and those caves underneath
Yeah.
Mandalore. Bo-Katan's going to be waiting for him. She's going to be like, let's go, bitch.
That's going to be
Casca
dope as
Reeves,
fuck. They're filming it now.
Bo-Katan.
They're
Yes, they are.
filming it now, so we should get it early next year. I would imagine. Maybe late this year. It could be
I think it's going to do the same as like Book of Boba Fett.
late December into January.
Yeah, like exactly. So what's your number one?
My number one is Chancellor Valorum.
Aha. Yep. That's a really solid first.
If
Yeah.
they didn't have the bit of no power, the bit of no whatever
Mm.
power with the
No confidence.
confidence. That's what it was. The bit of no confidence in him, and Palpatine wasn't able to take over. None of this shit would have happened.
Yep.
Anakin wouldn't have turned. He probably would have left the Order with Padme, I would assume, and become a senator or something. It changes everything. Like
Yep.
that moment changes everything. So him being with having the vote of no confidence against him.
Yep.
Just seals the fate of everyone in the entire Star Wars saga. So important character.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think a lot of people even remember him. I know hardcore Star Wars fans do.
Chancellor Valorum.
Chancellor Valorum. We're voting for bidding for a vote of no confidence.
And then you get all the aliens. They're like,
E.T.'s there. He must have really sucked at his job.
E.T.
No, Valorum.
Oh, Valorum. Well, it was the
It was all bullshit. The
puppeting.
Trade
The
Federation.
Palpatine was the master of puppets over all that.
I need to I know I watched it today, but I need to watch for like the minutia and like learn some of the politics behind it because
there's a
There's a
good
lot.
story there behind
Yeah.
the C-SPAN in space. There's,
Yeah.
there's a really good story there.
it's very boring
Yeah,
when
it
you're
is.
10.
That's why you watch it with this.
Yeah, it's true. I need to.
Because you're like honed in on it. You're like, holy shit,
Oh,
E.T.'s here,
shit.
man.
He sucks, bro. All right. Good episode, man.
Yeah, I'm down.
Good ones. I guess we're going to wait a few minutes to see if Evan decides he wants to. Not
Ah,
done yet, but awesome so far. Fuck, I was hoping.
We don't have to bother him.
All right. Well,
Yeah,
we'll
let
get his
him-
thoughts.
Yeah, we'll get his
That's
we'll get
next
his
week.
fresh thoughts next week on the show. Which I got to tell you, I actually might not be able to join because my mother-in-law's in town, so he'll have
Oh,
to
yeah.
do it. He'll have
Oof.
to do it without me.
That's going to be a bummer.
That my mother-in-law's here?
No, you're not going to be here. You
Oh, that,
dumbass.
yeah. Like, I love my mother-in-law. She's so much better than my
You have-
blood mother.
No, just bummed you're not going to be here.
Yeah, that's true.
All right. Thank you guys so much for listening to this episode of the podcast.
Yeah.
Thank you. We will see you on the next show. Until then, stay safe. May the Force be with you.
Always rise, Jedi Knight. Da.